They love the snow. They love it. It's slushy underfoot. I've not got a great deal of battery. I wasn't really planning on doing a walk and talk, so it's a bit of an impromptu one. I've had to take my hood off my shaven head so that the head torch works, otherwise it'll probably be pitch black for you guys, and I know you like to see the girls running around. Gives you something to watch whilst I waffle on. Amazing turnout for the farmers and the supporters, making their selves very, very, very known and heard. Now, there are lots of people out there saying these demonstrations don't work. Now, let me give you my take on this. So, I remember the poll tax riots, and that was nationwide. And then you think about what happened in July with the loss of those 3 children and the injuries sustained by the other kids involved, and what happened there. And then you think about all of the rallies that have occurred over the last 4 years, 3 years. They've increased in frequency and size. So with each one of these rallies, there would have been thousands of people in amongst the hundreds of thousands of people that went along just to see what's what. Just to see what their loony friend has been talking about for the last few years. And then they would have been exposed to hundreds of thousands of people, like-minded people, concerned people that know what's what, and instantly woken up. Then they would have gone back to their sleepy friends, stating that their mate wasn't a loon, and it carries on and it grows. And the frequency of these marches, as these tyrannous policies are put in place, more and more and more. Remember that saying, the more I can't remember it word for word, sort of paraphrasing really, but the more ridiculous their demands, the more people wake up. The more people wake up, the more ridiculous their demands. The more ridiculous their demands, you get the idea. So the police force is not big enough. The recruitment isn't fast enough. So who's going to hold back the hordes, the angry hordes? Who's going to hold them back? Seriously. Our army? I don't think so. Our army they're different, because each one of our squaddy girls and lads, this apart from the 77th Brigade, because they're just a bunch of wankers, they're separate. Fuck them. Yeah, they're not going to turn on their own. They're not going to do that, because they're all going to have family members, statistically, that are wide awake, and a lot of our squaddies aren't stupid. You know, they can see what's happening. So that's the police and the army pretty much out of the way. So that only leaves, oh, this poor tree. That only leaves this invasion. Maybe that is their purpose. Now, I'm not put off by that. I'm ready for that. I've wargamed for that. And I'm extremely efficient in anything that I put my mind to. And I can, yeah, I don't really want to go into that. I've said previously, you shouldn't really talk about defence to anyone other than people you trust, and even then make sure that you're away from stupid ears of stupid people and listening devices. Now when all of this comes crumbling down, so judges, if you're a judge and you send someone to prison for 2+ years for posting a meme or a post or swearing at a dog, then you're bent. And if you're bent, your name will be remembered, and swift justice will ensue. And can you believe this? This is Storm alarmed at snowmen. Go see, go get him, go on, kill the snowman. And these judges need to be sent to jail, but not a special little jail like they've been used to. You know, the kind of prisons that they send police officers to, and any other corrupt politician, etc. Not that kind of jail. They should be sent to a jail full of people that they have sent to jail. That is justice. All my life I've been in a constant search for justice and balance, all my life. And because I live in an unbalanced world, I find it challenging. Not impossible, I think you've gathered that. But it's a constant battle, and I believe that those days are swiftly coming to an end. And there are a lot of very impatient people out there. I'm one of them. I want this shit to start now, so we know what's what and act accordingly. To some degree, talking in code. So this is growing, this is getting worse, noticeably so. And as I've said in the previous video, if the new up and coming administration in America does what they say is on the tin, then Europe in particular, and the West and any other advanced nation will want to fall in line with that, because it's on paper, it's good, it's exactly what we need. the complete and total destruction of wokeism is right up there. And every single teacher responsible for teaching what they've been teaching our kids should be struck off from ever teaching again, ever. At a minimum, as a minimum punishment. And because I think the parents will, yeah, again, another line of conversation I don't really want to go down. I do. But yeah, this is I feel really encouraged at the moment. The darker it gets, the lighter it gets, if that makes sense. Just don't worry. And I sincerely hope that, because people are torn really between what Putin and Russia and China really are all about, you know, because I scrutinise everything, I'm consistently suspicious. But if it is an East versus West conflict, I'm hoping that Putin holds off just until we get these men, hopefully these good men, in place to start putting things back to not the way that they were, but much better, much better. I do think that over the next few years there's going to be a significant loss of life for various reasons, and we have to prepare for that. I was saying for nearly 5 years ago that that prepping was 90% mental, and everyone's kind of seeing that now. There's so much more to it than hoarding food and practicing skills. And you've got to remain really strong-willed. And to those of you out there that are finding all of this really, really challenging, I'm telling you, when it all kicks off, initially, yeah, it's going to rattle you. It will. But you'll adjust. You'll adjust. You will. And you'll see it through to the other side. Just keep on prepping. Keep on prepping. And yeah, and prepare for these blackouts, because these rolling blackouts, it's official. It's happening. It's going to happen. And I'm ready for that. I think most of you guys are. I don't think all of you are. But for those who aren't, don't worry about it. They're just blackouts. That's all. It's not going to kill you. Just yeah, just hang in there. Hang in there. Strap in. And get ready for a wild ride. It's a really, really exciting time to be alive. Much love and ciao for now.